Nola Jen here at Fotran. Good stuff in here. Yeah.
Welcome to Nola Gent. Let the good times roll. In this episode of our New Orleans food vlog, we are visiting Fotran to sample their pho noodle soup and banh mi, or Vietnamese po' boys. Fotran is located on the busy economic corridor of Magazine Street in the Lower Garden District neighborhood area of New Orleans at 2005 Magazine Street, which is about 10 minutes and 2 miles away from the New Orleans French Quarter. Fotran is a great spot for New Orleans traditional Vietnamese food that I've been eating at for many years, and in this episode of our travel vlog, feast with me on Vietnamese po' boys, or banh mi, and Vietnamese soup, pho. So let's go ahead and head on inside here and check this place out. So they have a pretty decent sized space in here with a little bit of a division down the middle. So you've got tables and chairs on either side. So you kind of just figure out which side works best for you. And they have some old New Orleans building classic elements inside of this space. So it's long and narrow like a lot of that shotgun style design is here. And they've added a lot of fun little elements in here as well. So plenty of nice spaces and places to get yourself comfortable to enjoy some good food. The main order counter is right here, so if you're going to get something to go, or when you're paying your bill at the end, you can get that taken care of right here. And let's go ahead and check out their menu now and figure out what we're going to get today. So we have appetizers with tran rolls, shrimp spring rolls, grilled pork spring rolls, grilled beef spring rolls, fried tofu spring rolls, grilled chicken spring rolls, crispy egg rolls, crab rangoon, chow chow, wonton soup, grilled pork steamed flour bun, grilled chicken steamed flour bun, and grilled shrimp steamed flour bun. Beef noodle soup, pho, or New Orleans people usually just say pho, so Fotran combination, pho rare steak, pho filet mignon, pho brisket, pho rare steak brisket, pho rare steak, beef meatballs, pho chicken, pho shrimp, pho tofu, pho vegetables, pho beef stew. Then we have salads with shrimp avocado salad, grilled pork salad, grilled chicken salad, stir-fried beef salad, and fried tofu salad. Next, we have rice vermicelli bun, vermicelli with grilled pork, vermicelli with egg roll, vermicelli with stir-fried beef, vermicelli with grilled shrimp, vermicelli with grilled chicken, vermicelli with lemongrass chicken, vermicelli with fried tofu, vermicelli with lemongrass curry, grilled pork with pressed vermicelli noodles, grilled shrimp with pressed vermicelli noodles. Then we have rice dishes with grilled pork chopped with rice, grilled pork with rice, grilled chicken with rice, grilled shrimp with rice, stir-fried beef with rice, shaken beef with rice, half rotisserie style lightly fried Cornish hen with rice, stir-fried tofu with rice, and stir-fried vegetables, shrimp fried rice combo, shrimp fried rice. Next, we have clear egg noodles with egg noodle soup, pad thai, egg noodles wonton soup, egg noodle soup special. Then we have Vietnamese po' boys, banh mi with the baguette special, baguette with grilled pork, baguette with grilled beef, baguette with grilled shrimp, baguette with grilled chicken, baguette with fried tofu, baguette with eggs, baguette with Vietnamese meatballs, and beef stew with baguette. Then we have a selection of beverages of many various and interesting types here. So I got the brisket pho with a lot of fantastic little things in here. I've already added in the greens, and now we're going to add the bean sprouts and the jalapenos. So there's a lot of theories that pho actually came from the French dish, or was at least influenced by the French dish, pot pho au pho. And that's how the pronunciation of pho came about. In New Orleans, everybody just says pho, as we mispronounce everything French or Spanish or pretty much every other word we can in our own unique New Orleans way here. Okay, I've added the hoisin sauce and sriracha. I got everything spiced up the way I want. So let's mix it up in here and get our proper broth all seasoned well and make sure it's prime time to dig in here and give it a little taste test. So we got lots of delicious noodles, lots of delicious beef here. Of course, I've got to give a little spoonful of broth to get the taste test, and okay, that's where I want it. Enough spicy kick to wake me up, give me a little of that spicy love, but not too much to make me cry. All right, here's our first bite of the brisket, and nice flavors. Everything's going together very nicely. These noodles are doing the things I want these noodles to do, soaking up all those delicious beefy goodness flavors and the spices and things that I've kind of mixed in here. So, all right, some nice textures with the noodles. They've had enough time to get to their pride state of yumminess here. And ooh, here we go. We are going to get some more good stuff in here. It's always good to kind of figure out what sort of combo I'm going to do next. So a little jalapeno here and a slice of the brisket. Ooh, I think this will be a nice little combo to get my appetite happy. I love the way the jalapeno crunch goes so well with that beefy texture, and a little bit of noodle escaped in there as well. So that was a nice little taste of some good flavors there. So that's what I love about this soup, is you sort of get the different textures and flavors with each bite. As if you've got a little more noodle or a little more of the beef or maybe some of the vegetables in there, there's a lot of textures and flavors going on that combine together to be really great, and sometimes you get a little extra of one or the other that changes the overall composition and the texture and flavor whole composition. So you literally can have a whole symphony of different textures and flavors with each and every bite that just keeps changing and changing as it rises and falls and with the ups and downs, and you really get to have a real experience of some pleasant gustatory yumminess of extraordinaire, which makes my taste buds do a happy dance and the whole texture and feel of it in my mouth. And as I slurp some of these noodles down, all the way from the bowl, all the way from the chopsticks to the spoon, multiple tools to take this whole delicious meal down, you get just such a wonderful combination of things to enjoy and engage with your food here. So there's so many things involved here, whether you're digging in with a chopstick, digging in with the spoon, getting more liquid, getting more of the solid. So many things are happening here that just add to the overall delight and sheer fun of eating this as you're engaging so many different things in so many ways. It's really just a carnival of all these different experiences that you get to go through in so many ways. It's so actually just fun to eat a bowl of pho. So certainly I do not know many other foods that give you such overall just kind of fun time where you get to chow down, slurp a bunch of fun things down that have great flavors, and the variety of different cuts of meat you can get in a pho is pretty good as well. You get all these different components and you can have different experiences very often. On average, it sort of can default between, you got your beef, you got your chicken, you got some seafood versions, you've got some pork versions, you have some of the other more rare versions you come across sometimes. There are vegetarian versions, so you never know when you might see something you've never seen before when somebody gets creative with it. Not to mention, it's a huge serving. It looks like I've barely made a dent in it, and I have been working on this bowl for quite a while. So you really can get a lot of food for a pretty affordable price, all things considered. And it really is a filling meal that still doesn't seem to weigh you down later. So you get really full. You seem to have overall had a pretty decently large meal. However, you just don't have that bloated, weighted feeling you do with some other very big meals. So it's a very wonderful thing, and I've also found when I'm eating lots of pho, I tend to just kind of feel better. It really clears the sinuses out. It just kind of makes me feel better when I'm exercising and working out, especially in the hot, humid weather. It seems to do a pretty darn good job of hydrating you as well. Now, after all these good things, certainly I have to bring up some of those negatives and bad things that also might come along with this, which I absolutely can't think of anything negative about it. So I'd say it's just a win-win all the way around. Now, if you can think of any negatives or any possible unpleasant things that might go along with eating a wonderful bowl of soup like this, comment below. Let's hear about it. Maybe there's something that has slipped my mind or I just haven't thought about it yet. Now, I'm definitely starting to make a slight dent in the bowl. It looks like I'm making some serious progress. It seems the noodle content has significantly diminished. I have a lot of liquid content, a lot of bean sprouts still floating around in there to take care of. And we are now, I think, getting to the phase of lots of liquidy soup enjoyment. And I do my best to not turn the entire bowl up and just guzzle it all the way until I get it down to a lower level. So there's a pleasure of going from the chopsticks to the spoon, and of course, sometimes you might need to pick the whole bowl up to get some of that stuff all the way out. Oh, here we go, and we're making a whole lot more progress. And now, just like I've totally destroyed this bowl of soup, go ahead and destroy that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, comment below, let me know what you thought about this beef pho. And while you're down there, make sure to check out links to my Patreon account, as I do work for tips, and I appreciate any help with that. So the bill arrived, and the total before tip was $16.36. So on my next visit, it was time to get a banh mi, or Vietnamese po' boy. And we have a delicious local baker of the Vietnamese style French bread. I actually kind of find this Vietnamese French bread closer to actual French bread like you get in France than our New Orleans style French bread. It's got a fantastic, really crunchy outside, fluffy interior. And there's several places that have switched over to using this style of Vietnamese bread for their po' boys throughout the city now. So you can pay attention to the various types of French bread we have available in the city of New Orleans now. So we've got our traditional style, more old school New Orleans French bread that's pretty fantastic for po' boys. And then this Vietnamese style that's also wonderful and way more crunchy, I would say. It's got a lot more kind of bite to it. It's a little more effort to bite through it, a little more dense, I would say. Maybe not quite as fluffy on the interior. So I love both styles. Your choices and preferences could vary. You might like one over the other. I think it is good to kind of give them both a try, though, and sample them. They're both very fantastic in their own unique ways. Of course, I forgot to mention what kind of banh mi I got here. So this is the grilled chicken. That's the meat that I have here. And I'll put some sriracha on this as well because I like that extra kick. So grilled chicken, shrimp, beef, those all make very nice banh mi's, and I've always enjoyed them. And then you get all these delicious greens on here. So it's a very fresh experience. It's one of the few sandwiches that I typically don't end up putting on some Creole mustard or other type of mustard on it. Although if they had it in the restaurant, I definitely would put it on theirs, because typically at the Vietnamese restaurants, they don't have that condiment. I sometimes bring my own, and so far I've never remembered to bring my own to a Vietnamese restaurant to do it. Got to put that on my to-do list one day, as I think the sriracha and all the other sauces would probably go pretty darn well with a little Creole mustard for a little even extra level of spiciness. And even though these banh mi's tend to be smaller than the traditional New Orleans po' boy, I still find they're pretty darn filling. They don't ultimately have a whole lot of meat inside of them, but all the other things tend to certainly give you a lot of other stuff in there to fill up on somehow. And I find it's just a good, lighter kind of meal than more of the heavier types of po' boys that we have in the traditional menu of old school New Orleans po' boys. So this is a little bit of a lighter, maybe more healthier type of option when you're training and looking to shed a few pounds. So now we've got a little bit of third meal, not nearly as much third meal as we get with a traditional New Orleans style po' boy. Just some veggies for the most part, a few little crunchy, yummy things overall. However, it's still a nice little end to the meal to get these little snacks. Not just like I've totally destroyed this banh mi po' boy. Go ahead and destroy that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. Comment below, let me know what you thought about this banh mi po' boy. And while you're down there, make sure to check out the link to my Patreon account, as I do it for tips, and I appreciate any help with that. So the bill arrived, and the total before tip was $13.08. So thanks so much to everybody at Pho Tron for many years of really great food. And thanks so much to all of you out there for tuning into the NOLA Gent channel, especially to my Patreons. Now, if you would go ahead and look in the description box under this video and see those links to all those cookbooks. If you click on one of those, even if you don't buy the cookbook and buy other things on Amazon you're going to buy anyway, I get a little small commission and you don't get charged anything extra, and it helps me out with the channel, so it's a little bit of a win-win that really helps me keep working on all these videos. And also, if you would so kindly go ahead and share this video with any of your friends or contacts that would enjoy it, as that really would help me with that YouTube algorithm. And then tune in next time for more good food, good times, and good people.
Noligent here, and thanks so much for watching. And just go ahead and destroy this video right here to keep up with the fun.